here. We currently should have green square.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Jay.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Let me be the first person to tell you.
Ever. In my entire life. Hold on, let me...
Just, you know, like, I think 95% of people are getting ads right now.
Yeah, that's the...
Good.
It's the way it is.
Happy birthday ad.
Happy birthday, it's an ad.
Unless you're a subscriber, then you get ad-free viewing. Did you know?
Did you know? Here's the thing. You are currently preaching to the choir because only subscribers are through the ads.
It's just a good reminder to stay subbed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Streamer McClurky, for the sub. Thank you, Typical Novice, for the sub.
Thank you, Iggy, for the sub.
Thank you,
for
Zoe
the
Bana.
sub.
Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub.
Oh
yeah,
my
Pog,
God.
right? Pog.
Pog. Can I get some poggers in chat, please?
Pooga.
Pooga.
Are there any poggers here?
Hey,
And I gotta buy Tom Champ.
Thank you, Spencer, for the
Thank you,
sub.
Spencer,
Oh,
for the
Zoe
sub.
Bana
Zoe,
wants
thank you for all the subs. Hammond, thank you for
Holy
the sub.
crap!
Fred, thank you for the sub.
100% of something.
100% of sub.
Wait.
Yeah.
Bryn, when they, did it automatically put your thank you in French, or did you do that yourself?
I did it myself.
I was wondering if, like, cause, like, obviously we're English speakers, so, like, our default would be English, so I was wondering if you being in France would just, like, it would just auto, like, make
I can choose.
Yeah. The mix-up.
The fucking streaming mix-up. Seriously, everybody who came out for birthday stream, thank you so much. Originally, I had something big planned for today. I was not capable of getting it together on time, so instead, we're going to be doing this thing talking everybody through Reflection, as well as introducing Jackson, his character, and just talking about the game. And for YouTube, this may be the first time that you're hearing about Reflection to begin with. I tap my nose.
Yeah, I didn't know how to break it to you, chat.
There's
comments.
There's a new game coming.
Yeah.
Chat, seriously, thank you all for coming out. And I'm gonna show you the overlay that I made in like 10 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Behold.
Exclusive.
You will see that everything is laid out, not fantastically, but a significant amount of screen space is reserved for our special cameo character today.
Jay, what is that?
What do you mean, what is that?
That is a friend.
Do you not?
Wait,
do you not know?
Did Jackson
know
draw
who
you a
this-
VTuber?
Who this
No.
VTuber
Other
is?
way around.
Other way around. I drew Jackson a VTuber in 10 minutes in MS Paint.
Did you not know about this deep lore?
No.
You call yourself a real fan?
I don't. I've been working every day, and I haven't had any time to watch any content.
No, I was joking. This was a joke that happens on Twitter like 3 a.m.
No,
or
freshman,
some
thank
shit.
you for the sub. Also, this has been a running joke for like 2+ years. Listen, there's lore here.
And there has been no content also.
Now
I
there's
thought I
content.
missed something because I was bad at viewing.
No,
no,
thank you for the
It's
sub.
a big deal, and you're here now, so welcome to my debut stream.
That's hilarious.
That's
That's really hilarious.
Here's the real happy birthday. Here's the happy birthday to Jackson's VTuber. Inky says, should I add that to the wiki? Yes. Yes, you should. It's lore compliant and important. So, I've come up with a little bit of an outline. I organized everything out. We're gonna go one by one. I made this all in Roll20. So I'm playing the most dangerous game here because if I fuck up, I spoiled the campaign. So let's all play the most dangerous game now. It'll be fun.
Done.
Here we go. Starting off, our plans for tonight are we're going to explain the game, welcome to Reflection, etc. We're going to talk about Riddle and OPIA immediately. Then we're going to talk about the PCs, both Aloha and Jackson's. And then I'm going to reveal some reflections, which you'll understand once we get a little deeper into this. We will meet some of the revealed NPCs, we'll do a Q&A, and then finally, y'all are going to vote, and then we're going to pick out a brand new NPC from the pile of them. So, first up, what is Reflection? This game exists as a sort of near future, I want to call it sci-fi, but it's not entirely accurate. We wanted to evoke, most importantly, the vibes of like a 2010s anime, like the really banger one that gets 12 episodes and then is never renewed. We wanted to channel a very specific energy into this, of like this heavy, drenched in neon and like very clean cut sci-fi appearance, because we all like this. It's a very Phantasy Star, Scarlet Nexus, Evangelion, as well as other things.
Mega Man NT Warrior.
Exactly.
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain
Digimon.
was a huge one. We're playing
Elden
things
Ring.
Brahmalama. Thank you. What the fuck, Brahmalama? Thank you for the sub. Yeah, no. Most of all,
Not that.
Elden Ring. But yeah, we.
Thank you for the raid, Piff.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
The main point of this game was to function not only as a more future-oriented game that we could run on the channel, it's also to test out what is going to be the base module that comes with the Sentiment system, the TTRPG thing that I'm putting together. The main gimmick of this module is very specific. It's a good thing to pitch your friends if they want a one-off. The main gimmick of Reflection, at its core, in the module, as it'll be published and distributed, is you walk into the first session with no idea what your character's stats or attributes are. You functionally play character generation as session 1. Everyone's going to see that happen live on screen. In Sentiment, you have 3 attributes, each corresponding to a different color that you name yourself. Over the course of the first session, every single player is going to be picking these 3 attributes and deciding what they mean to their character. They won't know going in. More than that, though, they will not know the core component of their character's kit. The titular Reflections. Reflections are functionally otherworldly superweapons. They are incredibly potent, think noble phantasms from Fate, or like god arcs from God Eater. These overwhelmingly powerful weapons. And they are selected, at least as the module pitches it, by rolling a 1d100 to determine from the list what reflection you get. Now, in actuality, when we play it out, I'm going to walk the PCs into the big-ass hall of reflections, and let me tell you, it's fucking huge. And I'm going to have them all roll 1d100 to determine which reflection they start next to, and then they have the option of perusing them at their own pleasure. They can poke down and like test out various different reflections, bring them over to the training area, slap each other with them for a little while, and they'll have a few opportunities to test them out. And you all will get to watch in real time as the players, functionally as crash test dummies, figure out the functionality of these various reflections. And by the end of the session, they will be committed to whatever weapon they like the most. Reflections are a wide variety of different things, from spears to swords to guns to books to cards, demonic contracts, you name it. All sorts of things. There is a big 1d100 list. I was working my ass off on it, actually just yesterday. 65 of them are completely finalized. I am chipping away at them. And every Monday on the Sentiment Patreon, I reveal 3 from the list for patrons to take a look at. So patrons already have probably a pretty good idea of what reflections are already. However, we'll be going over a few of them just to give everybody a sample of what they look like during this. I'll be revealing live on stream 3 reflections that are not rollable on the table. They're just reflections that are either out there in the world or they were pulled from the table for X, Y, or Z reason. Finally, over on the Sentiment Patreon, you can see already revealed characters, NPCs, and work for this game, as well as other games, Indigo, for example. But we've revealed a bunch of NPCs. I like them. We'll be talking about them on this stream anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to say that's over on the Patreon. Finally, you can see all the designs that Roma's been doing, because Roma's been functionally the lead character designer for this game and has been organizing everyone when it comes to their characters, getting art, getting pogs, etc. And over on his Patreon, you can see pretty much every design that's been completed so far, including a lot of future characters that will be coming down the pipe. So if you want to go see that, you can go see
They're
that.
so good, you guys.
Yeah, they're really, really good. So, that is for the starter module, and eventually you'll be able to pick this up and just snap it into whatever game world you can. It'll have suggestions on how to build a campaign seed from this module, like how to carry this forward into a longer runner. Reflection the game, as I'm going to be running it for the channel, is going to be a campaign built from this initial seed, the 1D100 seed. And in order to properly talk about that, I suppose I have to talk about the setting as it exists in this. Because the module is sort of built to be somewhat setting agnostic. It's supposed to be able to lock into a wide variety of different concepts. But this one, in particular, is built around a story of surviving and fighting your best against the apocalypse. So, you're gonna see for a second my map drop down. This is where everything gets very scary, because if I click on the wrong thing here, chat, I ruin the campaign for everyone. So I'm gonna do my best to not, and I'm gonna take us over to OPIA. Yeah.
Cover it up with Jackson. Just make Jackson big.
Okay, hold on.
What's your VTuber's name?
I'm thinking Gobligator.
Yeah.
There we go. No spoilers here. This is great. So.
Oh man, Double, thank you for the bits.
Over to the OPIA entrance. Oh boy, here we go.
Now you gotta move Jackson back.
Yeah, I gotta move Jackson back.
I'm the monster attacking.
So, first up, let's talk about OPIA itself. OPIA is a special organization put together specifically to respond to an apocalyptic catastrophe. A certain dimensional portal opened up at the base of the world, at the remnants of an ancient and dead god. This game is set in a location called Fuse City, a towering metropolis built out of the carcass of a god called Upwind, and at its base, basically a hole opened to a place called the Coda. From there, real-ass demons began pouring out and plaguing the world. Now, wounds caused in this location and by these creatures were rather unusual. They required special precision, special doctors, etc. And OPIA is technically a medical organization that had functionally a team of first responders going down and helping out psionics who were trying to hold back the Coda. And over time, the organization mutated somewhat, due to them being the primary responders when it came to these otherworld threats, as well as them biologically knowing more about what was happening with them. OPIA changed in nature. They began a program called FLOW, which stands for Frontline Otherworld Weapon. While exploring the Coda and its depths, these artifacts were pulled free from it. These are called reflections. Members of FLOW are each equipped with a reflection capable of fighting back the end of the world. Let's start with the one on the tin. FLOW member 1. This is Ridill. Ridill comes with the module by default for a wide variety of reasons. But primarily, it's because when it comes to rolling and re-rolling your reflection, she has a very useful skill set. She is in possession of a form of ESP called Isolation, the ability to cut off different space from other space, or, more specifically, the ability to take your reflection away and to let you pick a new one if you really don't like what you got. It's a very, very important skill. So, that's her, comes with the game, And as far as the campaign goes, she's going to be, at least I can't control what the players do. They could shove her in a closet. She's going to be the starting relevant main NPC as the game moves forward. Next up, should we talk about the boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Roma, do you want to talk about the boy? Do you want to say what's good about the boy?
Everything is good about the boy.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, next consideration. Very nice. So let's talk about the boy. This is Aura Pridewin. He will be joining Flow Wave 2. Now, there was a Wave 1 of Flow, the very first people who responded to the catastrophe. Flow Wave 2 is now the measured response. They have gone through training. They have been prepped. Riddle and Aura both are members of Flow Wave 2. Aura... Aura basically, oh god, I guess I should describe both of their, like, personal professions and lives, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
So, starting with Aura and then moving back to Riddle. In this world, there is ESP, I mentioned it before. ESP is granted and espers or psionics are created through a course of pharmaceuticals. Basically, you are tested for aptitude and then you take a sequence of, basically like a few weeks of pills that awaken latent psychic abilities in the user. It breaks down into sort of 10 archetypes across the board. All of them very useful. Aura is from a location called the Silt Islands. The Silt Islands were damaged extensively during the World Wars, and right now, psionics, for the most part, are dedicated to the environmental restoration of the Silt Islands. Aura himself is a psionic. He has been government approved, and he spent most of his life basically as a biology student in order to properly assist with this effort. And the type of psionics that have manifested within him are analysis, primarily. If we're talking video games, he can look at someone and he gets the heads-up display on how much health they have. An extremely useful skill, very obviously, for an NPC to have in your party. Beyond that, we've got motions over to the one next to him. Riddle. Riddle is from a location called Ciala, distant mountain range, and she is a worshiper of one of the deities of this world, one of the long-dead deities of this world, as all of the gods here are dead, called the God of Humanity. She is a devout follower of his, and his main gimmick is a long, long time ago, he predicted not only the arrival of the Coda, he tried to summon it himself. Many people refer to the God of Humanity as the Mad King, and he has the largest collection of writings in the world on the Coda. Now that the damn portal is opened, they can no longer entirely write this off as heretical tomes, and Riddle, as a scholar of these tomes, has been brought into HQ to translate and figure out if there is anything in the God of Humanity's writings that can potentially aid the world. I think that covers it.
Yep.
I think I got
These are
it.
our guys.
These are our
These are our little
guys. I hope you like our little guys. Next up, I think it's time to jump over. Let me double check my outline. Yeah, meet the PCs. I'm doing great. Next, let's talk about the PCs. Aloha, you're gonna hate this. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
That's fine.
Can you
we got...
I got the art. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
1 second.
Jibo has a PC. By the way, the PCs are the people playing them are me, Aloha, Jackson, Jibo, and Tiny Twitch from Tiny Twitch TV.
Yes. Okay.
His full God-given title.
Yes, of course. Okay. There we go. Take it away.
Right. Yeah, right now you only have me and Jackson because Jibo's on a plane. Tiny has family visiting for Jay's birthday.
Yeah.
and that's the reason.
Specifically
hey.
for my birthday.
I'm playing Ace Galatine, hailing from the Gravnir Lowlands, a land filled with ravaged by war, filled with blades and swords sticking out of the ground. He is from a legendary, I guess, family responsible for killing the god of dreams with a ancient formless martial arts. And in a modern day thing, he decided the best way to use that is to become an action movie star. Due to his sister disappearing in Wave 1 of Flow, he has decided to join in the Wave 2 of Flow to discover what the fuck happened to her.
Hey, can I, hey, Aloha.
Yeah.
Can I show her? Question mark?
Yeah, go ape shit, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, well, here's Ace's sister. Let me grab. This is very important.
He's the oldest of 3.
Yeah. I gotta take us to beer.
The older brother. He has a younger sister, the one who disappeared. Then he has a younger brother.
Younger brother.
But we don't talk.
Woman? Woman?
Everyone in the chat, like, woman.
Yeah, I see you, chat.
He's not dead.
Oh,
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
I like the oversized jacket and the hat and the long ponytail. It's great.
And the everything, yeah.
He's
I
not
just
baby.
really had a vibe in my head for her.
He's not baby. She's like 22.
Yeah.
Stop calling her baby. She doesn't like it.
She will get angry at you.
I just want to
Her name
pinch
is-
those cheeks, though.
Her name is Ruth Galatine, and I think that's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
Man,
say.
it's the giant jacket that makes her seem smaller than she actually is. She's
Yeah.
like 5'7".
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You could say that because Ace is looking for his missing sister, who is named Ruth, he is ruthless. Me DMing Aloha on that and being so proud, and Aloha's like, okay. Okay.
Sometimes things are so funny that it's like hard to get a proper
Thank
response, you know.
I appreciate it. Let me click over here. As far as Ace goes, he is going to be. Did you mention what he uses his martial arts for in the modern day?
Yeah, movie. He's an action movie star.
He's an action movie star, which leads to probably my single favorite mechanic that I've made right now for a PC. Once per session, we can, any player, make up a role that Ace has starred in. We can go, hey, do you remember that movie in which you blah 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 blah? And he has to deal with it. But Ace is a very practical person. He does all of the effects himself personally. So
Oh yeah, he does his own stunts. Yeah.
he does his own stunts. Any movie that is tossed in his direction, he gets a bonus to performing those actions in the future. So if you decide to throw him under the bus and be like, yeah, you remember when you were in the live-action Rocket Power remake? Haha, Ace. And then there's a skateboard on the battlefield, and Ace rolls up and gets a 1d6 bonus on absolutely everything he does with it. That is how the mechanic works. It is a funny haha prank Ace mechanic until it isn't.
Yeah. You want to explain movies in the setting, kind of?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. So movies are wild here because the human eye has always been good at detecting CG. CG never evolved to the point that it was 100% indistinguishable. There's just something about the way it moves mostly that is like, people will still pick it up. So, what they do now is they use CG to enhance scenes still, like tweak things, but, in terms of grand special effects, they still use costumes, traditional effects, and most of all, the new big innovation is, now that psionics exist, if CG can't trick people, and you want to create an effect that will look impressive on the screen, why don't you get someone with psionic manifestation to just make that real effect? For example, you don't gotta make a CG dragon anymore. Make a real-ass dragon. Make it chase the actor around. That'll look convincing.
The main appeal of Ace is that he can fight a dragon.
Yeah, exactly. That is the big, overwhelming appeal. So, Ace has been welcomed into Flow as basically like a poster boy for this new generation of warriors who are fighting back against the apocalypse. And everyone's super thrilled about this because it's the equivalent of like the most famous actor you could think of going, "I'm going to go stop a war," and then doing it. Like, the hype about this is utterly unreal. Next up.
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
Oh yeah. There wasn't just anything I was gonna add. The only like solid concrete movie before he joined Flow he was in a really successful romance film.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like the only like concrete movie that we have pinned down because I think it's hilarious.
Yes.
That like
the last thing he was in.
some Twilight level shit. Just like the actor just goes, yeah, by the way, I'm quitting acting for a little bit to fight demons.
Is that how he got so pretty?
Yeah.
YH, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Jackson, it's your turn. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yay.
So, hold
Me,
on.
who knows the least about the setting. So
Yeah,
far.
no, you pitch your character, I'll back you up. Let me get some cool music playing.
World first.
World first. Let's do. I'm like, I don't want anything terrifying, but all I have is fear music in here. Why is it all so scary?
I wonder why.
It's weird. It's
That's what you get
strange.
for removing the clown music.
Yeah.
You took the clown music out.
I took the clown music and all that's left is terror. Hold on. Okay, Jackson. Here you go. I got your boy. Okay.
We up?
Yep,
Alright.
you're up. Bam.
Well, Ace isn't the only celebrity that happens to be joining Flow. In fact, we've got a new media celebrity.
Yes.
This is Argos. ARG0S. He's the world's #1 streamer.
Yep.
That's
No.
right. We got a gamer.
Time for gamer.
You'll notice on his shirt, his stream donations and subs roll across his chest.
Yep.
Yeah, that is constantly
This guy is a
rolling.
pro streamer. He made his name mostly playing League of Legends and becoming a pro player in that. And but now he's joined up with Flow, and he sees it as a really good new avenue to take his channel, because they're all fighting like real ass demons and stuff, and with all these crazy wacky characters, and he can just put on a body cam and do a live stream from the middle of the chaos.
You guys ready to watch people die for real live on stream?
They are. Because video games as an art form, and this is one of my favorite little quirks that we've added to this. Video games as an art form have been around for like 500 years at this point. And over time, they've hit multiple different renaissances. As people realize what makes the video game so damn good. Particularly, video games exist as an interactive medium that you express agency through. And video games have been sort of custom tailored to appeal to the concept of personal agency. This sounds strange. What this ultimately means is they are focused on existential expression and frequently horror and destruction. Streamers are important because every game you play, you know that weird indie game that you play that like does something strange like deletes shit off your desktop or erases your data or like makes you feel a way that not many things can. Games have become increasingly tailored to psionically project whatever your deeper insecurities are. As such, someone like Argos is actually pretty important to even enjoy the medium in the future for a lot of people, because the streamer is an ablative barrier between yourself and whatever digital monstrosities that game creators have developed in the future. When you participate in video gaming in the future, say you go to, imagine a Steam page now, you could purchase the game for yourself, but linked to the same Steam page is streamers currently active who are going through this game. And watching a game and playing a game are considered actually equally valid methods of engaging with the thing. But this means a huge number of people across all demographics are uniquely used to Argos, and due to the nature of video games, uniquely used to what existentially terrifies Argos.
Yeah, if you're watching a streamer, you're watching someone play a game that has been sort of tailored to put them through an emotional gauntlet and watch them grow as a person.
Yeah. It's kind of incredible. Hold on, Jackson, are you cool with me showing off your gamer room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me navigate over to the gamer room.
Love the gamer room.
The gamer room.
So we have made dorms. Let me hop over here. We've made dorms. And we're gonna click around them. I'm just gonna quickly pass over them. We're still working on them, but you get to see for now what we've done, at least for the moment. So here we go to the dorms. Hey, Tia in the Void.
I needed a Tia for skill.
Yes, of course. Please observe the glory of Argos Gamer Room. These assets were made by Kari Space Queen. They're very good. They're really, really good. I love the gamer PC so much.
Yeah.
The gamer chair, listen, you gotta have an aesthetic, complete with his branding.
Oh yeah, he's big on the branding because,
Of course.
he's a pro.
He's a pro.
He's got all kinds of sponsorships with gamer drinks and all that crud.
So I want you all to know that while the haha funny streaming joke is going to be very funny, I, as the GM, will be playing it very seriously 100% of the time, so that the one time I set off a bit alarm during a character death, it is the funniest thing to ever happen. Just heads up.
I hereby make the promise that he is not going to be the insufferable YouTuber type.
I shake your hand. We've got this shit figured out. Chat, later we're gonna go through the dorms in a little bit. But for now, let me get back to the screen. So, we met the PCs. Next, I'm going to reveal some brand new reflections, just to give you an impression of what these people are gonna be pulling. Let me play this. So, basically, you're gonna roll a 1d100, and you will get an impression of different reflections that you can get, different weapons that will define your character into the future. These, in particular, are going to be some that are not part of the list due to a wide variety of different reasons, but, yeah. I'm gonna navigate us over there. It's gonna be difficult to read on the text. I mostly did it to fill space, and I didn't know how good it'd look. It doesn't look spectacular, so, bear with me. I will read it aloud for everyone's sake. Reflections are broken down, at least currently, into two main different sections. One is a giant chunk of lore, which I lovingly, Inky described me this way. I described things like an alien on LSD. That has always been, I've taken that to heart. I try my best to embrace it. Let me just navigate away.
Whoa.
What?
As the world tree burned to cinders?
Yeah.
Is that a motherfucking Elden Ring reference?
Aloha, it's a Pikmin 2 reference.
Oh my god, it's a Pikmin 2 reference, oh my god.
Okay, so, to read aloud, this is an idea of a reflection you might get. They are organized starting on the left with 002 for the Sword of Hope. That is its chronology number, which only makes sense to me. The name, Sword of Hope, the type of weapon it is, sword, and then its color. The reason its color is listed is, in picking a reflection, your character will gain an attribute color that matches that reflection. What this means is, in the very first session, every character is going to come in with no attributes. I'm going to ask them a question at the start of the game that determines their first attribute. Then, when they pick their reflection, they will get their second attribute. And then finally, at the end of the session, I'm going to ask them one final question that will determine their third. These are obviously malleable and can be changed in the future if you're like, I picked blue and I just don't like it. I think I'm green and I'm gonna pick a green attribute instead. And I go, oh yeah, okay. These are the only non-negotiable attributes. The one that's synced to your reflection, you must have. So, flavor text. As the world tree burned to cinders and the endless winter turned into a blizzard of ash, mankind held strong around a single warrior bearing a single blade. It was far too heavy a blade for one to carry, even for the greatest of all human heroes, and as such had to be wielded by two. As that blade came to bear the weight of their hopes, it grew in size and girth. Now too heavy for two to carry it, it took 3 great warriors to lift the blade. As mankind's numbers dwindled, hope grew infectiously until it took the combined weight of every living human to hold the blade aloft. That is a rough description. As the players play through the game, the stories of their weapons will bleed into them. They will gain flashbacks related to the weapon, where it came from, and its nature. Hopefully, that giving them context on their own characters' lives as well. Finally, every single weapon has its own rules and stats. I created these anime as fuck power categorizations. I'm using them. They aren't 100% accurate, but I like them. For the Sword of Hope, its power is EX, its defense is C, its technique is C, its anima, its ability to increase your ESP is E, its special is EX, and its feedback is F. To break down each of these stats, power is how much damage it deals, defense is how well it protects you, technique is there something tricky about it that'll let you get more out of this weapon? Anima is how much it increases your native ESP, which, contact with a reflection, grants you ESP to begin with. Special is, does this have some other shit going on? And every single weapon does. This determines the strength of that special thing going on. And finally, feedback, my favorite stat. Feedback is an indication of how much this weapon will permanently alter your character. Feedback basically tells you, hey, by picking up this weapon, how much will it change me irreversibly? A feedback of F is not at all. A feedback of EX is there is no going back, you are permanently altered, you are something that can no longer be considered traditionally human. And then there's everything in between. So that is the Sword of Hope. Fun fact.
And I was worried about the colors altering my branding.
Yeah. Not much to think about, honestly. Fun fact. Can I say the other thing about the Sword of Hope, Aloha?
Yeah.
The Sword of Hope was wielded by Ace's sister. This is her reflection. That's why it's not on the list. Anyway. Next up is the Hammer of Justice. 109, Hammer of Justice. Hammer, green. Ever upward, ever upward. A promise made to those born amidst the dirt and the rags. The city would tower larger, more industrious, more cruel and unacceptable as the years dragged on. Fingers rimmed with alabaster and tiling, digging their digits into the clear sky. At the base of the land, a hammer was forged by a smith who still remembered when skies were clear and buildings were small. Into that, she placed her rage, her frustration, and that sensation she still felt for the world at large forgot. This is the Hammer of Justice. Now, you'll notice, stat-wise, it's looking a bit weaker in terms of power to the Sword of Hope, etc., etc. That is because each of these weapons has different rules. Each is a legendary tier weapon. For the Sword of Hope, it has a special consideration. The Sword of Hope cannot be lifted alone. As it says above, it has to be lifted by 2 or more people. It's incredibly powerful, yes, but it requires a lot of cooperation to use, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. In order to use that incredibly strong blade, you need everybody working together to it up and over.
A knock 'em up.
Meanwhile, the Hammer of Justice has its own rules. It has its own ability. You'll notice that it increases the user's anima radically, so it'll make them a phenomenal Esper. But its special is a little different. The Hammer of Justice has the ability to write and administer different laws. And when something defies those laws, it gains power and gravity to even the battlefield. In this case, if you're looking at the stats, you're like, oh, obviously Sword of Hope wins. In a straight-up fight, if a Hammer of Justice wielder manages to catch the Sword of Hope user either alone or breaking one of their laws, it's over. The Hammer of Justice is going to blow them up. But if you're dealing with a gigantic monstrosity bearing down on the city, Sword of Hope's pretty good because you and your 5 closest friends could lift the thing up and then slap a big monster with it. All very important considerations. Now, I have a third and final reflection to share off. It's very, very important. Originally, I was going to go, like, write up a big thing for it, but, I decided not to, because this reflection, I believe, is entirely self-explanatory. This will also transition well into the next thing I'd like to talk about here. The different visual stylings we'll be exploring for this game coming up. Everyone, please, meet Breand's son. The muscle box. So, this is one of my favorite reflections. It is a backpack with an infinite number of shelves inside of it. Within those shelves and within the backpack itself are an infinite number of muscly arms. This backpack is capable of storing any number of objects, weapons, etc. It is quite literally capable of storing everything in the world should you try to stuff it inside, and should it fit within a fist. This weapon is a rather unique one in that you can dual wield, triple wield, quadra wield, etc. a wide multitude of different weapons. Or alternatively, you could just slap the shit out of someone with your ever-rotating infinite biceps. I love this thing so much.
This thing.
I love this thing.
This is a friend.
This is my friend.
Everyone,
So fucking glad I pushed for this.
This fridge slaps your girl's ass. What do?
you
Up is what you do.
you get slapped also 99 times. This thing is such, I love it. This is an example of some of the more whack reflections you can get. The first two very like this is a weapon, etc., etc. But behold, the muscle box. This
I love him.
is a true indication of power. Spaceman Sam, the box wields the Sword of Hope. It has enough muscle to, certainly. Let me get back
It's
to
gonna
my
be hard
schedule.
to pick a reflection.
Yeah, it is. That's why Riddle is like, hey guys, meet your new best friend, Riddle. I gesture at her. There is a
Riddle
reason
respect.
why, yeah, no, it's important. Respecking is good. You all should not be afraid to take the option should you want something different. God, Jesus. Next up, oh boy. We're gonna run down the list of some of the revealed NPCs so far. I'm only gonna pick a few. There might be some I miss. I believe, we've had 2 so far. We've already talked about Aura. I guess we just talk about, number 1. You know?
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah,
Number one.
Number 1. Let me-
We are
let me grab it.
Number one.
Love number one. Love number one.
Number one.
Number 1. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go get her.
Her?
Yes.
What?
Yes. This may shock you. I'm... Chat, if I see more posts of woman, question mark, I'm going to scream.
Where's my man? Question mark. Huh?
Yeah. Give me some man.
Boy?
Boy?
Boy? Boy?
Boy? Boy?
Okay. Poster. Oh my god. Here, I've got to get the full experience prepared. It's important that you see all of her icons together.
Yes.
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 Hype them up and then show what they look like.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are some of my favorite icons, I say, about every icon I see, because everyone's been doing phenomenal work so far. I want to say, also, Aura's icons were done by Wolvern. They are exceptional. They did such a good job. Thank you again for the phenomenal work.
Yeah, it's the
I
good
love them so much. The icons are so good.
Roma cares greatly about Aura.
Aura's one of my special little guys.
Yeah.
Okay, he's one of my special little guys. I have to defend him with my life. You know how it is.
stuff.
Okay, here we go. So, I'd like everybody to say hi to Ascalon. Ascalon is currently the #1 rated member of Flow. She is from Wave 1 and has been on the front line since day 1. She has been fighting the good fight and is known colloquially as the savior of humanity. This is at utter and absolute odds with her personality and her utter distaste for the paparazzi and public attention at large. Ascalon is a cat who would prefer to hide away and not deal with a single individual, reporter or otherwise. Instead, the #2 ranked agent in Flow winds up carrying most of the burden there, he instead being the public-facing member. Ascalon, on the other hand, would much prefer to hang back at base and hide away. She is considered peerlessly powerful, especially amidst the members of Flow. And, well, not many people know much about her, because she is unwilling to share with most anyone.
Until now. That's right. Me, Argos, is going behind the scenes. Catch up with the #1 member of Flow.
This is the end result of that conversation. Yeah, so Neko did this design as well as the pogs for Ascalon, and Ascalon has one of my favorite progression of pogs of this to this to this. Ascalon is not currently home. Trying to engage with her is exceptionally difficult. Listen, this is very tactical. You should understand what you're getting into if you're trying to speak to Ascalon to begin with. Yeah, no, the designs for this game are absolutely spectacular. I want to thank everybody who's been contributing again. You've been kicking ass, and, yeah. Basically, all of these NPCs that you've met so far are going to be selectable pals for various missions, risking their lives as well as their talents on the battlefield. So, choose wisely, make friends, have fun. Next! Oh boy. Next would be the Q&A, but at the head of this Q&A, we're gonna reveal another NPC tonight. And I'd really like you guys to be the one who picks who it is. So Aloha, you got that stream poll ready?
I pressed the button.
Press that button, vote for those characters, and while you're voting, we're gonna do a Q&A and we'll reveal the character in a sec. So, if you have any questions, hit us.
Yeah, like I said, Jibo is the other person with a revealed PC.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be here. He's on a plane right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to see more about Jibo's character, maybe they'll show up later in a hotel room bathroom.
No.
Maybe they won't. If they don't, join the Discord where you can find info about them. And I'm putting the link in the Twitch chat. And for YouTube viewers, you can find that, like, you know.
Well, that's some good streaming, bro.
Thank you.
Fucking tight competition.
Means a lot from the Argos himself.
The 2 and the lead are the 2 I was hoping would
Yeah,
be
the 2 and the leader, the 2 that I'm hoping for, Jesus.
Yeah.
I just realized what they are.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that the clipboard is in last place. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
So I've got a Q that needs an A.
What's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is this psionic business?
Ooh.
Like, you can make a dragon, but what
So, psionics. Basically, the way psionics work is you are mentally enforcing your own view of the world and painting over reality as presented. That sounds more complicated than it is. Basically, imagination equals power. I gesture in wide, sloping gestures. Psionics, as far as pharmacy has worked, have only really been able to produce 10 different manifestations of anima to begin with. For Aura's case, the analysis anima is built on a single assumption, that the world is comprehensible and digestible.
Damn.
I
If I realized what I was voting for, I would have voted Bunny.
Yeah, you don't want money to win.
Yeah.
Look, I'm the winner. I'm the winner now.
Yeah.
Hey, after the stream, can I see all of them?
Yes.
I believe all of these are available for you to see in the server.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, these ones are ones that you already know about, Jackson, because they are your fellow members
well-
of Flow.
Maybe I've forgotten.
Yes. Probably.
You can't just like post them in here and expect, you have to bring them like a cat and a rat to Jackson.
But yes.
Offer them to me.
Basically, psionics manifest in one of those 10 different primary varieties. However, there are sort of anomalous manifestations. If you get a reflection, you will gain psionic abilities. Your contact with something from another world will permanently alter your worldview and grant you the ability to paint your understanding of reality over reality as others understand it. It will usually match one of the aberrant categories, which is literally anything. For example, Ridill's isolation is something that you cannot get through pharmacy. That is something that she simply has and has always had. Aura, on the other hand, was granted his analysis through heavy study. When he gets a reflection of his own, no one knows what'll happen, whether he'll regain analysis or he'll gain some other psionic ability. We're going to find out together. You gotta watch the show for that one. Where is it? So, I'm gonna reveal the NPC and then we can do some Q&A. So, let me go.
And I get a drum roll.
So,
It's a drum roll.
And can I take that back?
I want to apologize to the chat that this is like the one Flow NPC I haven't done a full body for yet.
Roma, you've been doing so much fucking work. It's fine.
Okay, so here you go. Here is the number 2 member of Flow. He is a man named Lug. Let me go over here. Action stream. So here you go. We got more we got more sea slug people. Lug Zeal. Lug, despite all odds, has survived to the very end of Wave 1. One of the final 3 survivors. He's stuck along, made it this far, barely pulling through. He's been sent to the hospital so many times, and is considered currently the single number 1 most injured person on the team. He currently bears most of the responsibility of being mankind's primary hero in the large demonic war, as Ascalon refuses to engage with any of this shit. He is currently the only person probably on the planet that has reached a level of just general notoriety as a Scalatine. These two teaming up and working together is like a dream come true, and then you throw Argos on top of that. Oh, that is a wonderful, absolutely like consumerist Sunday right there. Lug has been doing his best up to this point. He is very tired, very charismatic, and very happy finally to get some backup. He, of all people, will not speak to the skills and talents of his number 1 and number 3, as, quote, they are both monsters. I would not presume myself to be like them. I have survived sheerly by luck. So, there's your boy. And, next, I believe...
He's the most injured. Did the rest of his body get cut off? Is that what?
Yeah, that's what happened here,
No! Guys, be nice. I've been drawing so many designs.
yeah. So, there was a private vote that we did for one NPC between all of the players.
But they didn't pick one. Can I pick out of the 3 they picked?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, which one do you guys think would be best?
The one I picked.
You know exactly which one I want.
You know,
I know which one you want,
Alright.
Neko. I feel like I might pick the Burning Heart, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, I'm done with that. That sounds
Oh,
good.
that's a good one.
Burning is the winner.
Okay.
House of Jackson.
Monichi permitted term butthole. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, we have one more character to reveal. This one is not a member of Flow.
Sorry, B. They didn't vote for that one.
One day, you'll be so fucking powerful.
But if you tune in again,
For the game.
yeah.
Oh
What's
boy.
this one?
Oh, wait.
Subscribe now.
Yeah.
Or
Ray, you have to only reveal the icon, not the concept art.
Oh, I can't reveal the concept art?
No, the concept art has spoilers.
What if I zoom in on the concept art so you can't see the spoilers?
you feel
Okay.
confident that you can do that?
Yes, because
You
I'm
wanna play the
doing it
risky
right
game?
now.
Oh,
Okay?
Just the top, at the very top.
Yes, the
And
very
then
top.
The very bottom.
The very top ones are the ones that I'm going to be zoomed in on.
You can use me to hide it if you want. You have
Uh,
access to my body.
I do, yeah,
Oh
so,
my god.
hey everyone. I would like you all to meet an NPC from the world at large.
I've never seen this.
This...
Nope.
This one is Melly. Melly is an up-and-coming idol, working her way through the business, who currently works at a net cafe, somewhere around Fuse City. Melly's doing her absolute best to
Oh
make
my
it
god.
in a, to make it in a place that is utterly unforgiving. She's from the Silt Islands and traveled over this way. You might recognize her from various drink brands.
So cute.
She is a phoenix.
Yep.
Are always a little on fire. Yeah, say hi. That is literally all I can give away.
I don't talk to C-tiered celebrities.
Don't worry, she won't want to talk to you either.
No.
So, with that, I believe we've hit all of our NPCs, etc. Chat, hit us with some questions. I'll be doing my best to watch.
I'm glad you guys like her. I've been making so many designs, and every time I make one, I always get told, "Wow, Roma, this is a banger," and I'm like, "Thanks, guys." Goes back into my cave.
It's such a banger, God, Roma, they're all 10 out of 10s. I can't fucking get over this stat.
That's the problem. You need to start making some stinkers just so we can, like, reinforce how good the great ones are.
No,
You
if I
gotta
just
make us work for
I just keep making a better magnum opus
There's-
every time I draw.
there is-
Then
Listen,
When I stop-
Roma's just discovering new ways to make 10 out of 10s. There's 10 out of 10, like, good, 10 out of 10 crime. There is 10 out of 10 crime. You're gonna see the 10 out of 10 crime eventually.
you guys keep dodging the 10 out of 10 crime when I let you vote.
Crime avoidance.
No idea how close you come to death.
Okay.
So, our fantasy race is, like Phoenix, is commonplace in this world. We have a standard. It is not necessarily stuck to 100%. I have said mostly that there are like like people with animal attributes, but they are limited to mythical creatures this time. Phoenixes, dragons, you gotta, like, something from that list. Centaurs, lots of fucking centaurs.
So many centaurs. Also, I think it's unfair to say dragon.
Oh yeah, there's the one dragon.
There's one dragon.
There's a dragon.
Yeah. Riddle's a dragon. Argos is a dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Ace is human.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
there's
dragonflies don't exist.
there's humans, mythological creatures, and then bugs because there's a swamp.
Ace is not a monkey,
Yeah.
not an onion.
Sea slugs.
Normal ass fucking man.
Sea slugs are also a thing, but they're also from the swamp. So
Sea slugs aren't real.
we just scrap Luke's entire design.
Listen, so long as I'm running a game, there'll probably be a sea slug in it from now on.
Damn right.
Where is it? So, video games in universe are psychological, right? So what the fuck is League of Legends, because that still exists? Psychological torment.
But by design.
Ooh, Inky says, can you talk about the other dead gods? Yes, so the world began with the Age of Gods, and, there was, oh, I get to say it. Oh my god, no, hold on, I need the scary music.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it what I'm thinking of?
Yes. So, in the ages long, long ago, the world began in flame. The god of flame carved civilization from mere nothingness. In response to it, the god of upwind, bringing a calming, pleasant rain as it interfaced with the flame. The wastes, now around Fuse City, were the site of their great battle. And, during their great conflict, a third god rose quietly in the background. A dragon deity of dreams, who placed all remaining civilization beneath his grand spell. This, the Dragon King declared, would be his great and eternal kingdom, the god of dreams placing everyone into an everlasting sleep, known only as the Deception. From that deception, broke free a singular group of individuals, trained in a style capable of reaving the very souls of the gods. The formless style was crafted in exactly that moment to push back the great Dragon King and undo the deception. So, yeah, there's 4 dead gods. We got the god of humanity, super dead. Riddle's god is extremely dead. He, ate shit for experimenting too much with the coda and was stabbed to death by his, senators, much like Julius Caesar. Then, the dragon god, the god of dreams, was, killed by Ace's great-great-great-great-great-grand family. The god of flame and the god of winds killed each other a long time ago, and now the Fuse City is built out of the god of winds. So, yeah, there's your dead gods. Let's see.
Infrastructure is fun.
Yes.
I love it. I love it so much. I love the deception.
The
I don't know
deception.
why though.
I don't know why. Why dragon? Hey, Aloha, how do you feel about Kamidogu?
I gotta get a grind set.
So I'm gonna play a quick minigame. I'm moving everybody over to the dorms. And I'm going to show stream the dorms as well.
Hold on, I have something really important I have to post.
I don't think there's any spoilers.
No, I tried to clean them. So,
Yeah.
there are 10 members who will be occupied in the dorms. They each get a different dorm room. And each basically represents their character to the best of their ability. This is going to be one of the main settings of the game. Everybody's going to be hanging out here. I think dorms are just a really cool setup, like a cool place for people to chill out. So,
Yeah.
we've set them up. Everybody with, individual and unique rooms. Immediately on the left, this one right here is the freebie. As always, this is Riddle's room. It's very, very zen, very simplistic. This is the rabbit's room. The rabbit emoji.
Love the rabbit.
Love the rabbit.
Rabbit.
This is somebody's room. That's somebody. Should we say whose room this is?
I mean, it's Ace's.
That's Ace's room. He sleeps on a fucking mat. This is a secret room. Then downstairs. Hey, Tia in the void. We know Argos's room. Here's Brendan's character's room. The capybara is, unrelated. That's Riddle's pet. Then up here, Aura's room as it currently stands, as well as another character's. Ascalon does not sleep in the dorms.
Yeah, and the character that we revealed today, I haven't made the room yet.
Yep.
Sorry, I've been busy.
This
Yeah,
is...
that's
And finally, we have Riddle's office. This is the place you're going to be at recovering if you get your reflection removed. You chill out in here, and she sits here and plays Might and Magic 3 on her fucking old-ass laptop while you recover. This is important lore. Do not forget she plays old RTS games, or old turn-based games. Let me see.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god,
no.
it has the little fucking red.
Okay,
It
chat.
has the red dot on the keyboard. Her laptop has the red dot
It
on
has,
the
it
keyboard.
has the
Oh,
nub.
nub.
It has the
Listen to
gaming
me.
nub.
Listen here,
Oh
chat.
god, I can't say that.
Jackson didn't say League of Legends. Jackson said Legal Legends.
Legal
Legal
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's legally distinct.
Hey.
Could a criminal potentially join Flow if they tested well enough? Yep. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Legit, Flow exists to take all types. Yeah, no.
Yo,
Yeah.
talk about the computer.
Oh, which computer?
The computer. The one that,
Oh!
yeah.
Oh.
The computer.
Oh, right, the fucking AI singularity bullshit?
Yeah.
The fact that crime is now algorithmically calculated and shit. Basically, so we passed the age of the singularity. AI became self-aware, and now the world, for the most part, is looked over by AI overlords from satellites on high. Do not question.
Metal Gear.
Don't think about it too hard. It's fine. Where is it?
I'm sorry for screaming. A spider appeared before
I
me.
see.
It's
You-
understandable.
You mention this now? Yes, I do. So does Riddle
Yeah, what's the matter with that?
So does Riddle just play games from before they all became Wells of Suffering? Yeah, so she grew up in the Sealand Mountains and was granted a basically an old loaner laptop from her library, as well as some functional equivalents of CD-ROMs. So she grew up on the same games, which are those infinitely difficult 4X games. She's played a lot of Might and Magic, and the types of games she plays are like Masters of Orion and Outpost, the hell old games that I think her and Argos are gonna bond over, because Argos
we were talking about that.
yeah, it's really funny. It's just wow, this game only wastes my time and doesn't make me question my existence. What do you see stakes?
My god, this is relaxing.
What about the economics situation? How do video games make money if literally everyone just watches them? Thankfully, the capitalistic curve is a little kinder in the future than it is right now. Just by watching these games to begin with, they do actually accrue currency. It's fine. There's the obvious there's advertisements, etc., etc. But by watching and participating in a game, you are actually contributing to the company's success who made the game. It all feeds back. If you buy the game yourself, you are obviously directly paying. But yeah, watching helps. It's less
Also,
yeah.
with all this AI and stuff and psionic stuff, games can be very different experiences. The same game can be a totally different experience depending on who's play it.
Exactly.
So if you're watching Argos, you're watching Argos's personal struggles. But if you were to pick up the same game, it'd be something more tailored to your own trauma.
Yeah. Spencer asks, are there video games that won't give me nightmares for the rest of my life? Yes, actually, a wide variety of them. There are games that are considered there are a wide variety of different games, particularly games that are meant to... There are games that exist to rejuvenate, games that exist to tax. There is a wide variety of different media in the format now. I specifically brought up the Nightmare games because that's what Argos deals with, as the person on the bleeding edge of horrifying self-critical experiences.
For fun.
Joe Twitch says, can you tell us about card games? Oh boy, can I tell you about card games.
Yes!
So, card games exist in this world, and if you've ever played Commander in Magic the Gathering, or Vantage Masters and Cold Steel. You understand the concept of playing a card game where you have one commander card and then a deck of cards to support it? There is a card game in universe that, if I have the time and the skill and the effort to do this, I want to make a necessary, like, this is your JRPG collectible card game minigame, where you get basically a commander card. And your commander card is your hero card. And in that card, it contains a little AI, actually, of the character that'll talk to you and, like, coordinate with you and cheer you on and shit. You get your hero card, and then there are cards built to support it, support other cards. Cards from a similar set are usually meant to be played together. There's a lot of complicated mechanics related to this game, but generally it breaks down to set. And you main a different sort of hero. And our good pal Laura here happens to be the biggest fan in the universe of a certain subset of this deck of cards, dedicated to a character called Symphonia, or Sophie as he calls her. Aura is incredibly confident, incredibly smart, incredibly capable, biggest dork in the universe. He is dedicated body and soul to success at this card game and will crush you ruthlessly if you cross him. He, do not tell him, even though... do not tell him this, even though it is numerically true. The archetype that he plays, specifically the character he plays, is like sort of like upper mid tier, like not top tier. If you call Symphonia mid, Aura will erase you from existence. He will show you mid.
I have to time Inky out. I have to time him out.
Want me to do it?
Oh my god. Wow, you guys both jumped in instantly. There's Aura's deal. As you could tell, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I blab endlessly about it over on the official Discord, so if you're curious, please join the official Discord. I'm talking about this most days. Fewer days recently because I've been sick, but most days. So.
Accidentally. How do I unban them for...
What?
Alright, I don't know my power.
Wait, did you ban them?
For 600
Oh no, you
seconds.
You timed them
Years.
out for 10 minutes!
Do it! I don't know how!
I only timed them out for 10 seconds!
Everyone is screaming.
I'm out for 1 second. Let me unban them.
Everyone is screaming, Inky, we're so sorry. Oh my god. So, I think we've got time for another question or two, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Maybe go to Fanart if there's any. I can't believe you killed Inky.
Can't believe Inky's dead.
Sparrowhaven, thank you so much for the sub.
That's the first time I've ever used my mod powers. Timing you out for 10 seconds.
That was the first time for me and the last time.
Hey, no.
They got like 6 punishments at once.
Let me teach you. You click their name, right?
Yeah.
And you see underneath the follow and whisper, there's ban, there's timeout, but then there's purges, which is on the right, which you can purge them for 1 second. That basically just gets rid of all their chat messages and stuff. And then you can see 10 minutes, 1 hour, 8 hours, 24 hours.
Okay. So, good questions.
Yeah, there you go.
How do people communicate in this world? The best way to put it is, cell phones are now actually, like, you can get a cell phone, like one that you use, but for the most part, as long as you have satellite access, you can actually pretty much do most things that you do with the cell phone by interacting with the air. Metal Gear Solid codecs are now a very real thing. There's going to be an interface for them. When you want to call other characters, you get a heads-up display that will pop up on the map that is literally you talking to them. It's going to be very fun. Where is it? So are there collectibles in this campaign? Yes, the cards. Yeah, there are card game collectibles. I can't help myself.
Waifus. Husbandos.
Is this you just saying that?
What?
Is
That's
that a
Aloha
statement
making
or
a
a
declaration
question?
of intention.
Where is it? How many robots? I'm not gonna answer that question.
Isn't friendship just gaining collectibles?
So there are indeed
That's sad.
there are indeed quite a few like artificial people, and there are lots of like people who have cybernetic like enhancements, I guess, like cybernetic prosthetics. I drop Riddle on the screen again. Riddle was born missing an eye. She now has a robot one. It threw her off for literally an entire year because it would zoom in without her wanting it and make her suffer extreme vertigo. She's gotten used to it. Yeah, robotic prosthetics are pretty common actually.
Which
And,
one is it?
this may surprise you. It is the this eye, this one. It's the Sharingan. The dragon eye is natural.
Nani?
Let's see. Jay, please, my robot crops are dying. Your robot crops will be well watered in this game. You're so good. How ethically questionable is the setting? That is a big question.
I don't think we should answer that.
Yeah, let's not get into that now.
That is a profound question that you can answer in essay format when the game is done.
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna have to get a read on for yourself, I
yeah,
think.
pretty much.
Yeah, I just want you guys all to remember something. I think people forget this pretty frequently. Jay is a poli-sci major.
Ha!
I'm gonna leave that on the table for you.
Noxsha says, the main PCs have in-game merch of themselves to sell to the NPCs. It's also the NPCs have merch. You will see this this plush of Brennan's character right here.
Of all the people to have.
This is what you're getting.
Yeah. A lot of people have merch. It honestly depends on the character's marketability. For example, Ace will have merch. I do not think Riddle will have merch. She's
What? No!
She's-
Riddle's so popular!
she's relatively popular.
You
She's
can get like those napkins and shit that are like all the members of.
yeah, no.
Whoa!
She's
And there's,
definitely
like,
on
one Riddle
posters.
just because it's on the set.
Yeah, no, Riddle's on the posters, but those posters include everyone else.
Everyone. And these are the important texts that help us keep their company running, and Riddle's behind them.
Yep, pretty much. Riddle merch in Riot.
How often will characters attempt to sell people their NTFs? Never, if I have my way. I say cutting Breand out of the campaign.
Yeah. Oh no, we don't have another player anymore.
Breand
then
will not
she-
stop making that joke.
Spencer
God.
says, are our famous PCs themselves valid commanders? Yes. Yes, they
Oh
are.
my god.
It depends on the character, but yeah.
Some of them are, yeah.
All of them but one are probably commanders in this game. Huh.
Oh yeah.
Fucked up.
I don't think many of the NPCs are.
Riddle plays with the God of Humanity card, which is sacrilegious, but she still does it because she's a champ.
What the fuck? It's probably not Ace as the card. It's probably a character Ace plays as
It's
the card.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it would just be Ace.
I
It
think
feels
it-
more correct for it to be. He's an actor. You like, yeah. This is my Nicolas Cage card. No, it's like.
Yeah, you'd play that. you know the people who like Nicolas Cage would get specifically a Nicolas Cage card. And like the deck would be about playing different roles on top of the card. Yeah, that's fucking lit, honestly.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah.
it kinda
That's pretty
fucks.
cool now that you put it like that.
It also fits Ace thematically speaking if his thing is formless style, because you put different roles on him and that is how he specializes in different things. Mechanically, it fucks. That kind of rules.
Wow, you just made a cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. My fault for being the birthday stream, my very first one. That's fine. This is just explaining like the whole game that we haven't even ran yet. So
Yeah,
The game
exactly.
hasn't happened yet.
This is explaining the concept of a game that was announced recently. It's
Yes.
not started yet.
yeah, and if you want to see other stuff that we have started and have completed, go check out the YouTube
Yes.
Or the website.
or the website.
Oh, outside.
Or
Love
our
the
TikTok.
website.
We don't have a TikTok, do we?
Not yet. Not
That's a threat.
until I stop being lazy and make the TikTok. Then yeah,
TikTok's like a whole other thing.
it's not.
like,
I
you
make
need-
YouTube Shorts. They're the
Damn,
same thing.
you do!
Yeah.
Damn it, well, I'll get on that.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, quit sitting around!
Who's sitting around?
Okay. Oh boy. So I think that more or less wraps us up. Everybody should go over to the official Discord, follow, etc. I'm gonna do fan art, but first I want for context to I guess no, I could do that as part of fan art, honestly. Let me click over here. Let me see if there's an Imgur.
Fan art.
Fan art. There's a lot of it, actually. Holy shit, okay. This is great.
Wait, for reflections?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even exist yet.
Yeah, this may shock you.
I mean, I've seen some.
First of all, Lester 2020, thank you for putting together this this wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Let me change the
It
display.
helps so much.
Mute the music. Hold on, I'm gonna mute the music because Wilsey's been doing a wonderful job of putting together a wide variety of different tracks that I am going to play while we go through fan art.
Oh, fuck yes!
So,
Yeah.
first of all, we are going to play Escalon's theme from Wilsey. Drop the music. Sorry, this is a chat-only experience. The rest of you get the silence of the void.
Oh, good.
So,
That's cool.
once
You can
again,
just
this is
unplay
from
yourself.
Wilsey. This is from Dark Destiny. This is Riddle in a pear costume. So, context for the pear costume. Everyone's aptitude was weighted at flow. Going in, everyone was subjected to a wide variety of different tests. My favorite is the endurance test, which is the pear wiggler. The pear wiggler is, if you know, you can Google pear wiggler. It'll give you a gif of pears being wiggled. It is specifically a method of measurement that exists to assess damage to pears as they are moved around on the back of a truck to make sure that pears remain unbruised. The pear wiggler is the test to determine endurance of various flow operatives. Riddle is the lowest scoring flow operative, and scored famously the worst in the pear wiggler. Thusly, we have Riddle in a pear costume, post-wiggling. Wilsey, the songs on the official Discord, wonderful. Absolutely great.
Someone in chat says that we can't hear the music. We heard it at the start, but now it's gone.
Oh, I think I just made it a little too quiet for you guys. Let me boost it up. This is so sad. From Fostfee, we've got a fucking excellent Riddle gif. I'm living for it.
Look at her!
This is wonderful.
good God, animation is hard.
so good. Your animation's so good. I love the hand dangling down. You did a great job. From Typical Novice, we got a happy birthday Riddle. Absolutely wonderful. Fucking spectacular. Your work's so good. That we've got from Kara's the Dragon. Riddle in the Woogler. That is an energy. I'm saving that. From Lester 2020, we've got the happy birthday avatar. Oh, I love all of them. I like the triangle mouth in particular. I love this, Lester. You're the best. All of them in order. I like the smile. Very illustrative. Hold on. Next song from Wilsey. Let me go. This is the Geist boss battle theme. Very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, wait, Gobligator's theme. Hold on. Let's play that. Hold
What?
on. Wilsey
That was so fast.
Wilsey made a 30-second theme for Gobligator. These are all so wonderful. Please, everyone check out the Discord if you want more music. It's kind of incredible.
Wilsey, how?
Wilsey has been going fucking nuts. And finally, from Lester 2020, Sprint's son. The most powerful reflection of all. Gorgeous, beautiful. Oh,
Beautiful.
and then from South Frost, oh my god!
Shake.
This is baby mode. Holy shit, thank you.
Baby.
That is fucking wonderful. Thank you everybody for coming along to Reflection Stream. Be nice to me. From Miraculous Lazuli, of course. The Pear Wiggler gif. My fucking favorite. I love this thing. I've used it frequently over the last day or two.
Yeah.
And from Lester 2020, one more pear to be wiggled. Y'all, you're the best. Thank you for coming out. I hope that this campaign lives up to your expectations. We've been working our asses off on it. Jackson, thank you for coming along for the big debut.
yeah, thanks for hosting me.
Hey.
And hey,
Yeah?
happy birthday to you too.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Me? Oh, there's more fan art? Hold on. Oh my god! Mystic Lilibet, that's so good! The stack. Behold the mascot stack. If it touches the second it reaches 10, the world ends.
They're so cute.
Oh my god. Y'all are the best. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoy Reflection when it comes out. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.